Basketball season is back on Rocky Top. Thompson Bowling Arena, the site for Tennessee's lone exhibition contest against Carson Newman. Alongside Madison Blevins, I'm Michael Wottreng. Glad you're spending part of your Monday evening with us. Tennessee talented as always, but a very young group. Carson Newman, high expectations for a senior-laden crew.
It was a record-breaking season for this Carson Newman squad last year, and they're returning 4 starters from that team, led by senior point guard Harris Price. This Carson Newman team averaged 90 points last game. They had only 3 losses, 2 of which were conference losses, but they bounced back. They claimed that regular season title, and they were the tournament champions, and they advanced to the first ever NCAA Elite 8.
How is Carson Newman handling those expectations? We welcome in the 3rd member of our crew, Maddie Glab. The final holiday break of the season is over, and Thompson Bowling Arena is rocking again as 10th-ranked Tennessee takes on Murray State the week before conference play starts. Alongside former Tennessee standout and Boston Celtics Steve Hamer, I'm Michael Wottreng. Glad you're spending some time with us here on this Friday evening. Tennessee solid once again, and despite being a young group, senior Mimi Jackson leading the way.
Senior Mimi Jackson leads the way. She's a great shooter. She's shooting the ball at an exceptionally high clip right now, which is something she hadn't done in years past. She's coming along, but the thing that they're needing her to do the most is lead the team, and she's doing just that.
She has vastly improved her game, and especially of late, she has been excellent over the last 3 games, and that started a week ago against ETSU, where she was 1 3-pointer shy of a program record. Senior Mimi Jackson is leading Tennessee right now to an 11-8 lead over Murray State halfway through the opening quarter. And it's been the Mimi Jackson show of late. She's done the job from the 3-point arc. She's made at least a 3-pointer in 20 of her last 23 games. And Coach Holly Warlick talked about earlier today, she has not had 1 bad practice yet this entire season.
No, and it's so perplexing that earlier this season against Stetson, she went scoreless. But then, it's a head scratcher. So you think that she's practicing really well, but it didn't transition into that particular game. But now she's really turned it on, and she's shooting at, better than 40% from the 3-point line over the last 3 games. So just a wonderful job.
Jackson, despite playing 33 minutes in that Stetson game, only took 4 shots and, as you mentioned, missed them all. She's at the free throw line looking to convert the old-fashioned 3-point play. Can't convert. Tennessee, despite being a better free throw shooting team of late, misses the first they take in this game. Double dribble on Turley. She's just a freshman, but she is excellent at distributing the basketball. One of the top players in the country in assists per game.
Absolutely, absolutely. Just does a wonderful job keeping her head up and looking around and finding the open person.
Great ball movement by the Lady Vols, but no shot yet. Massengill in the lane, little teardrop short. Davis spikes it. That's just the 2nd time in 11 misses Tennessee has not corralled an offensive board.
Yeah, it's 9-1. That's a huge deficit right there, and that's a bad foul. That's a terrible foul.
Well, if you can give Westbrook anything, I think that the hesitation from Mays, Westbrook thought she was going to be able to get in there and swipe the ball away, and she had already committed to it by the time that Mays had put the shot up.
Yeah, but, in that situation, Michael, you just got to go. It's a flyby. You're going to give up that 3-point shot. You're trailing in transition in terms of defense. Just fly by, get your hand up. Don't commit the silly foul by putting them on the line right here.
Murray State has not made a field goal in the last 3.5 minutes, but they're within striking distance, pulling within 2 with just under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. One more here from Mays, and she puts it in. Makes 2 of the 3 after the Westbrook foul. Tennessee ahead by 1.
The encouraging thing for Coach Holly Warlick is that they are getting some really good looks. They're getting into the heart of the paint anytime they want. They get any shot that they want. But right now, again, the rust is showing up right now.
Burrell is short on a jumper, and you love the ball movement, too, out of this zone. That's what you have to have when facing a 2-3 look. Pointer again from Mays is short. This field goal drought persists as Davis corrals another board. Goes coast to coast, slips on the ground, The ball deflects out of play off of the blue jersey. Davis a little bit slow to get up here.
Yeah, you look at this right now. You know, it's 11-10 with 3:21 left in the first quarter. And again, you know, you hate to keep harping on it, but that time off, you know, Coach Warlick talked to us extensively about this today. You wonder what the girls did on that time off for Christmas break. Sure, you want to give them time to get away and open presents with their family, but how much are they working? How many shots are they getting up? And that's very evident right now early in this first quarter.
Tennessee has started 5 of 17 from the floor. That's 29%. Holding a 1-point lead on Murray State in the first ever meeting between these two programs. Jackson, right corner, pulls the trigger on a 3, missed it short. Their offensive board, though, from the Lady Vols.
And Murray State, they're willing to give up these 3-point jumpers. You know, this is one of those, we're going to pack it in, we're going to try to combat the size, and we're going to hope that the Lady Vols turn it over.
Which they do there, and I think Kushkitawa wanted a little bit of a lob instead of the line drive pass. Adebayo misses a jumper at the other end. Assengill with a rebound, and she sprints the other way. Burrell slides through a defender, scoop layup off the glass and in. Similar to the trick shots they were working on earlier, just a little bit closer in this one.
A little bit closer, a little bit easier, but that's just a great transition basket. You know, if you're Murray State, one of the things that I'm sure, you know, Coach wants them to do is maybe slow it down when you get here. Get the best shot that you possibly can, because you know the Lady Vols are going to go in transition.
Well, what you like, 2 turnovers. Here's
Great
Burrell.
I mean, just a slide step there. Might have got just a little hip action, able to put it in.
Burrell, the freshman from Las Vegas. Tennessee has a 3-point lead, but they've had to earn it here against Murray State, despite the fact the Racers haven't made a field goal in the last 5 minutes. Adebayo trying to change that, rattles one out. And Kushkitawa is fouled as she was boxing out underneath.
You know, she's wearing that bulky knee brace, and Coach Warlick again talked to us today about it's almost like Linus's blanket. You know, it's something she's got to have, and it's her comfort thing. You know, she gets up and down the floor fairly well, but that's her comfort item.
Burrell knocks in another jumper. Good soft touch and active defensively. Murray State has made just one of its last 8 field goal attempts. They have made 4 of their 5 foul shots in that time, but Tennessee trying to get some distance here. Mack left baseline. Spins against Kushkitawa. A little running start. She scoops in a layup.
What a move. I'm going to get you to the middle, and I'm going to spin backside and lay it up. It's a great move.
Honorable mention All-American last year at Albany Tech. Amy Collins draws the foul.
I mean, that's just getting you to the sweet spot, you know? Last time I took you to the middle, went all the way to the basket. This time you cut me off. I'm going to make a different move and spin back around for the left-handed layup there.
Collins to the free throw line, 69% shooter. She makes the first. Tennessee has vastly improved their foul shooting. They opened the year 59% in their first 6 games. Since that point, over the last 4, they're shooting it at a 77% clip.
That's getting in the gym. That's getting some extra shots in. You know, you saw several players today working on getting those extra free throws, especially having a long extended break.
Of course, just as we praise them, Collins misses the 2nd foul shot.
You did that, Michael. You just jinxed it.
I'm taking all the blame on this one. Murray State down by 4. Opening quarter. Adebayo has it stripped, but it trickles out of play. Burrell, good hustle, but couldn't save it back in play, drawing some applause from the crowd.
I can hear Coach Turner from here saying, keep the ball out of dead man's corner. You know, you can't catch the ball there and keep it. They're coming on the trap.
They've really done a nice job, and just as I was thinking that, they turn it over, and Zay Green gets a layup. Coach Turner calls for time. I was just thinking that they've done such a good job with their passing. There's been a couple passes where they've had a skip pass, but this is just unfortunate because 2 players converging in the same spot, and Zay Green, the benefactor.